Hey guys, Cheap here with more Pokemon Leaf Green. We are Nuzlocking our way to victory. Last episode, we got the Beast. If we weren't doing a food thing, not Nuzlocke, I would totally rename Salsa the Beast. In fact, there's probably a Salsa out there called the Beast. Okay, what are we doing? I got a little hot, so I went and swapped shirts after the phone call that absolutely had to go through, which consisted of Dad going, "Hey, I'm going to Pizza Ranch. I wanted to tell you so you didn't wait and like make dinner or something because I'll be full." So now I'm outraged that he went to a pizza buffet. Just, how dare you? Like, not that he went there on principle, that I also do not get to go to the pizza buffet. That is why I'm mad. I'm not actually. It's okay. I would do the same. He drives the guys from the VA to different meetings and stuff. So a lot of times they'll stop and get food because, let's say dinner at the VA is at, I don't know, 6, and the meeting gets out at 6, they're gonna miss their dinner at the VA. Actually, I want to say dinner's like 5, which is insanely early in my mind. But basically, they eat on the way back, and he lets them pick out a place. Not anything fancy, just... It doesn't have to be fast food, it just has to not take 5 hours and cost... You know, you gotta rip out your gold fillings to pay for your dinner. I don't think any of them are old enough to have gold fillings, and to be honest, if they did, they'd probably have been replaced by now. Although now I'm really wondering about fillings. Do you think gold fillings are better than normal fillings? Is this a different route? Alright, it doesn't matter because we ran into a Rattata that... I might have to stop and take a peek at a map. I believe Cycling Road is its own, like, area. Fight me. I gotta go... He's doing a bird call. How do I get back? Oh heck, it's John Ramiro. He's gotta do Drio. Don't. Stop that right now, young man. I like that Pokemon. You will not be knocking him out today. Aw heck, you'd always send it. No, I'm just saying it's also. Look at him. He's so handsome. The pretty boy. Made of murder and homicide. He probably just gets snuggles too. I bet all fire Pokemon are good for like, oh, it's a cold night, let's just... Let me give my Pokemon like a hug. You're warm and wonderful. Excellent. That's why Growlithe and Arcanine are top tier, because it's just like, I'm gonna rip like a pup, you're such a good boy. What's up? With these little beady eyes. Getting out of here. Okay, I believe the plan... I mentally visualized the plan, but could not speak because I was mentally visualizing. So that's a good sign. That I'm doing great with this cold I got. That's totally not slowly kicking my butt today. Alright, go to the right, take out trainers. I think I'm actually gonna hike my way all the way back up north. Because I don't... Let's see. I'd Celadon. That's Route 16, which is where the Snorlax is. So we took out Route 18. Route 16, there is some grass next to the Snorlax. We could try to catch something there because the Snorlax isn't catchable for us. So although it sounds ridiculous, it's actually better to fight these people and then fly up to Celadon. Because I don't think we're going up far enough to make it worth running up there because I'm refusing to learn Fly on a main Pokemon. We have like 20 extra flying types. I don't need to put it on my starter. Anyone who says otherwise or that fly is a good attack, you might be right about the second part. I'm just not patient enough for it, and also get out of here. Leave your angry comments and expect me to not agree with you whatsoever. Yeah, let's just keep getting roll some levels. There's a bunch of dudes on bikes over there, and I know they're gonna have poison types, so those are for soup. I always thought Yasmin and Jasmine were really pretty names. I never think them as being variations of the same name now, for some reason. That's weird, right? Maybe it's not. Maybe they aren't variations of the same name. I was gonna say some other things. And we started just plucking weeds. Let's go, lady. Rod's just going down. How dare you lower my defense? Take my money. Whack. Oh. If we had named Roll Fry. The memes alone. Anyways, I was thinking about rolls and I wanted to be on a roll, so we got roll. That did nothing. Is Tango just super tanky? What's up there? I mean, we'll be fine. Just weird. And then we got crit, so it's not as bad. And then you poison me, and how dare you? Anywho, recording another episode because I feel a little worse than when I started the day off of recording. I figured I'd have one for every other day this way. I might not post one today and then like start doing every other day today and make the episodes last. But the first one I recorded is the one in which I say, hey, I'm gonna do that. Alright, the healing item organization is not driving me insane, but it's making me a little twitchy. Awakening, which will never actually get used. Hyper potions go there. I can't buy them yet, which is a bummer. Why is my AC coming on? It's already... I mean, I thought it was hot in here, which is why I swapped to a not so hot shirt. I'm not running a fever, I checked. Alright, full restore goes up here, but it's going under the awakening so I don't accidentally use it like a ding-dong. I got rid of the poison, right? I didn't do all that not to get rid of the poison. Please tell me I didn't. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Anyways, I'll post the first episode today, and then every other day I'm covered for 6 days. So if you don't get an episode after this one, I feel like complete garbage. Maybe I'll do like a tiny, hey guys, I'm alive and I'm fighting these trainers for a few seconds. I just wanted to know that you know that I'm alive. Like something like that, just something miserable because I felt like doing something. But yeah, if I feel absolutely miserable, I'll just grab a few levels of the people that I usually fight. So the goal with this episode is to make it to the people that I usually fight to grind up levels all the way to the end game normally. I always wonder if there's better people to fight, but I get like 5 or 6 people on screen, and that's a lot better than fighting like 1 or 2 people that might say yes to a battle, since there's a chance of them being like, nah. So that's my preference. They're like, alright, well if I have a chance of fighting up to 5 people with Pokemon in their upper 30s, we're in a good place. Versus, well, we got these 2 guys over here with the 40s. I think it sounds like some reasoning logic. I don't know. I have another spot where I can get like 2 or 3 fighting trainers on screen. I think it's 3 if I time it right. But even with that, it's not a huge number. You're just rolling in the dough. We got 6 paydays left. We can fight a few more things. We're running into so many flying types, I'm like, we really should go get an electric type Pokemon. Maybe that's what I'll do if I don't have enough things to film this episode. His birds are shivering. I don't know why that means I'm good. Hello, Dodrio. I'm just gonna put payday on this for now. For a second I thought I left my phone across the house, even though it was literally in front of my face. Fairy attack makes me so nervous. I wish I could explain it. Like if it hits twice like I normally do with it, it's not too bad. The second you hit that third one, I'm like, can you not try this? I don't wanna see their life literally flash before my eyes and realize I'm the worst trainer ever. Stop that! That one's screech. So when do we think we get Slash? Because I kind of thought we'd have it by now. But then we got Screech. We're at level 37 now, which is awesome. Another card. Let's have Salisbury. I've decided that if something just incredibly upsetting happens to Lettuce, I'll probably go catch us an electric Pokemon. But if something happens to... Oh, I can feel that rattle in my throat. I don't like that at all. I was trying to get... Welcome probably do this. Not with Payday, but with other attacks. I'm starting to think I shouldn't have gotten rid of Scratch. Here, nope, I got nothing. Whatever I was saying isn't important. Oh, right. So, my plan of in case of emergency. If something happens to Roll, we're bringing in Kate. If something happens to Kadabra, we're gonna go get Eevee and make a Jolteon happen because it's just a Pokemon that I really like, so deal with it. If something happens to Lettuce, though, we're gonna go to the power plant and snag us whatever rolls on up. So that's my... I will probably go to the power plant and snag something anyways. But that is my sort of backup plan for losing anybody. We caught a Vulpix, so if the end of the world happens and we lose our starter, we've got a fire Pokemon replacement. I know fire doesn't seem as necessary as everything else, but I like having a fire type, so you're stuck with it. What else? Do I have backup for anyone else? We're trading out Sushi for the Lapras, who I have not thought of a name of. But they're gonna be backups for each other, I guess. Is that the whole team cover? You stop there right now. Oh, if something happens to Donuts... I don't really have a backup plan. Oh, wait, no, we caught that Sandshrew. That was our backup for Donuts. Okay, so we know what we're doing if something tragic happens to anybody in this team. Hopefully not due to me not paying attention against an oddish. I'm starting to think trading out the normal type Pokemon for an electric type would be a good idea, but I like our team. What are we gonna name Lapras? If I was a smart person when I first brought up the idea of wanting to have Lapras, I would have been like, hey, leave comments below what you think we should name Lapras. I think we already... yeah, we named that Ghastly Blueberry, so that name's taken. What are they... can't name it Clam, because that's ridiculous. That is clearly a shelter name. Is half shell how they serve some shell things? Trying to think of another good seafood. But a lot of seafood's just the name of whatever that animal is. Like, the only thing that's not like that is sushi, and we've already used that name, so we're out. Same thing, like, oh, a seafood bake or something like this. It's like, no, those... I can't just name the Pokemon Seafood or Bake. I definitely can't name it Bake, because that's not gonna go well. Oh, we can name it Sashimi. It's still in the sushi idea, but... Look, you didn't come to me for clever names. You came to me for weird and funny names. Also, sashimi's good too. If I had a Weezy or something, I'd name it Flan. Is it Flan or Flan? Either way, I named it that because it's delicious and jiggly. That also qualified that name to be for a Jigglypuff. Titans Rollins. I want the XP. Okay, I saw the W and I almost got mad. For a second, the fury was in my heart, and I was like, no, we're fine, there's an I. There's no H between those two letters, we're good. A Wigglytuff. Look at them. I bet they feel like hugging one of those marshmallow things. Ooh, super soft and make me happy, and I don't know what that type of stuffing is, but it's pretty great. I wonder if you could make a beanbag chair of that. It would cost hundreds of dollars. There's no way. That would be the best, top quality beanbag chair that ever existed. But also there would be that issue of some people being like, I hate this beanbag chair because you sink into it and it's awful and blah blah blah. It's like, that's the point of a beanbag chair. You're supposed to sit in it and like just never feel like life is a thing. Why are you immobilized, my love? They don't really love you. Come to your senses. Aw, I thought I looked cute. Your eyes are lying to you. Time for Soup to destroy everything that these people knew and loved. Oh, my cash? No, Montfrere. It's gonna be your cash and maybe cash off of Persian. I don't know where that cash comes from, but we're getting it. Do you guys remember that episode where... I think there was like a cult or something based around Meowths, and they thought that Meowth from Team Rocket would like make it rain money and save them and all this stuff. But of course Meowth didn't know Payday. So Jesse and James like threw James's bottle cap collection, and Meowth's like, man, I've been a jerk to them this whole episode. They really care for me. And then he went to be with them instead of, like, pampered and loved. But then I always thought about, like, they'd find out it was bottle caps, though. That would have lasted, like, a half hour. At most. I like how I went from being terrified of things that go self-destruct. But now I'm like, soup no psychic, we're fine. Even if you're not a poison type self-destructor, soup no psychic, we're fine. If I know what you're starting off with, I got an idea of what to do. I wonder if you could do a run of... It would have to be specifically to that game, but you can only use Pokemon types that aren't used by gym leaders. So normal, flying. Brock is technically a ground type trainer, but he says he's a rock type trainer, but I would count him as ground for this. You don't have an ice trainer, so something with ice. It doesn't have to be purely that type. It just has to be that type. However, I wouldn't let you have 2 flies. Because I dictate this challenge. Also, I might be F types. Oh no, there's no steel trainers in this game. We don't have a dark trainer, but we don't have dark types in this game, so... That might be your cat. Oh, dragon. Yeah. So, normal flying, rock, steel, dragon. I get you to 5 Pokemon. Is there a type I'm not thinking of? They didn't do the swap over to some Pokemon being fairies. There's gotta be more types than that in this game. We have grass and poison, which feels redundant in this version because nobody's just a grass type. I don't think Execute is grass psychic, so they're the one Pokemon that isn't both. Why is it gonna switch? Yeah, if we had dark types in this game, you could do it with like a full team. So I guess if you did the other versions, like you can have one Pokemon that is a gym leader's type. In later games, it's super doable though, because we just have so many types. What are we doing with our lives? They're gonna try really, really hard together. I'm proud of you, even though you're about to get your just everything you know destroyed by my Pokemon. Also, why do you not have them evolved? I get they're small and cute, but these are your defenses against the world. What if one of those bikers comes over and is like, you know what, I always wanted a daughter. Also, give me your money. So you kidnap the child while robbing the child, and then you commit almost all of the crimes. How dare you? Is that why the squirrel didn't get on top last time? No, because there's no way to roll one-shot something. No offense to roll, it's just they're not a one-shotter. Soup is. Aw, don't whimper, I feel like a monster now. Joke's on you, I always feel like a monster. I wonder if Silkstar is gettable in this game. We're using Roll kind of as a dark type Pokemon, but Silkstar could be really handy. Rollover would be way more handy. Or not rollover. Leftovers. Did I combine a Pokemon's name and an item? I feel like rollover would be an attack that like oh, it's acting weak and submissive. I'm really confused because it's twice my size. Like, it lowers their attack and confuses them or something. Man, that'd be a great attack. Make that happen, Nintendo. How dare you lower my defenses? I'm a cat. I will nom your face. Let's go. I'll just use bite. We don't need much more damage. Okay, Roll is getting somewhere that could maybe take on Sabrina's gem. I'm not gonna put him in the Alakazam Destroyer category, because I don't know if that category exists without being a dark type. But we're inching our way there. I want Roll to be level 40 when they go in that gym. I think Soup, however, could be level 38 and go to Cody's gym. Just because we have the, you know, it's our same type attack, we got that advantage. We have a decent backup with Donuts, who's probably gonna get a few levels once Soup gets to 40. I feel like getting Soup to 40 should be step 1 for us. Everyone else is gonna get there too. It's not like, oh, one Pokemon's level 40 and everybody's 35 and I'm good. Wipeout! That show was weird. Was there a prize or something, or did people just go on that show? I never actually watched it, I just watched scenes of, oh, I'm gonna jump from the sand to this thing. I got bodied by a giant spinning foam wheel. Which I just assumed was what the show was about. It seems like it was, because it's the only thing I saw in clips. So they were like, oh, they won the Wipeout Challenge! Was there ever a winner? It's like Drunk Ninja Warrior. It sounds awesome to see somebody win that. But did anybody else have that chunk of years where if you didn't have something specific you wanted to watch, it was just American, like, both versions of Ninja Warrior, not just American. It was usually American Ninja Warrior, I don't know why. But there was some form of Ninja Warrior on TV. It just stayed that way, nobody changed it. It was always... I saw being, but Circle's good too. It was always that and Deadliest Catch. Which I am guilty of getting people in college hooked on. Which might be the only reason why that was the other show that was on our TV a lot. I'm just sitting there like, oh man, their life looks so hard. I guess studying and writing that 10-page paper isn't so bad. When was it assigned? Oh, 12 hours ago, and it's doing another 12? Cool. We had a teacher who was like, oh, hey, there was a typo. That's supposed to be a 5-page paper, it's a 10-page paper. Which normally doesn't sound like a bad change, but if you've been working on a 5-page paper, like, if you go in, you're like, alright, I have the mindset of what this is going to be like. You know, this section, that section, should all take about this much. And it's like, oh no, I need to fit 5 more pages in here. Your initial argument might not be basically organized in a way that's gonna... It's gonna end up being a lot of fluff. It might not be something that's like, oh yeah, I have like 5 or 6 other examples that I cut out to fit in here. You might have been in a case where it's like, alright, I got 4 solid examples and I think this one might work. So I'm gonna put it somewhere, you know, about here to make the other 2 ones around it back it up. Got a good place. Man, you guys really like poison types. I don't vary it up at all. Anywho, but yeah, so if it's, hey, I know it's due in 2 days, but it's actually supposed to be 10 pages, and it's like, excuse me? I needed an A on this, and I don't know if that's gonna happen now, because my brain was already fried trying to make this argument work in a way that would appease you, because a lot of times you get teachers that were just like, or professors. Some of them were teachers. I don't know what degree you have on your wall. I just know you're teaching me things. Or just telling me to figure it out on my own for almost a year. Because you taught the first half and the second half of this class. Am I going to bump into you? I sure am. Did you guys see that coming? I bet you didn't. I bet you did. Okie dokie. I know there's no way we can pick up the experience share, but I'm gonna go check. Also, we're gonna get somebody that can fly. Who wants to fly? Quiche. Let's do this. I don't know why you swapped out with donuts. I don't want to swap out with a starter. They might take it personally. If you're wondering why that pause happened, I was like, left? No, it doesn't go left. Yeah, they were like 1 or 2 levels off a wing attack. That might have kept you in the party, my man. That also puts him really close to becoming a Pidgeot, which... Look, I know a lot of people say the original group was best. We've got plenty of time. I'm gonna pop over and get a Litter Pokemon. Oh, but who's gonna be in charge of fighting it? I was thinking about using roll, and then the smart person in my head said, hey, why don't you just get donuts out? I was also debating if, well, if I throw out Sushi and use Dragon Rage and blah blah blah, and then Sushi dies horrifically and I feel like the world's biggest dum-dum. I'll find my way to donuts at some point. Oh man, I'm not even on cold medicine. Whew. It's gonna be a rough few days. I don't want to start the cold medicine early and be like, oh, I'll just start it early and then that'll solve the problem. No. Excuse me? I don't have... I don't know what I was thinking. How many of you were yelling at the screen, you don't have the badge, you silly, silly woman? It's okay, I won't be offended. You can put it down. Because I forgot. Completely. We gotta beat Koga for that. Well, I thought I was gonna do something cool today. Yeah, we'll pop over here and do that. Well, I probably still did something cool. It still feels like 3 episodes of filler, though. You know what? I want antidotes while we're over here. Can't stop me. You will not back me into the full heal corner. They're expensive, and I'm using a turn to get an item anyways. Can't make me. It's 100 versus 700. Also 20, because that happens the most. The 700 is worth it for convenience later on, but... I'm where I can get the other stuff. If it was 250, I'd be lazy and just buy a bunch of them. Alright, first... I'm gonna cut this tree down. Second... I have no idea who's in front. Something like that. Third, I forgot that we never fought that couple. Fourth, we're not getting anything, thanks, Hero. We tried. Man, I don't know what levels you're actually at, but this is gonna be a really bad time for you. Oh, maybe not. Took me a second. I was like, I don't think Manitou's actually gonna hit me, but why? I might lie down after this episode, guys. It's catching up to me. You're a flying type. It's not gonna hit you, even though you're blinking. There we go. The ultimate team. Donuts and salsa. Don't put them in each other. Oh my goodness, that would be so terrible if you dip donuts and salsa. There's gonna be one guy in the comment, actually I dip donuts and salsa all the time. It's the best food. So like, dude? Are you old enough to be outside on your own? What's going on here? I don't think donuts can handle the Snorlax situation we're about to have. Purely because I think one headbutt would give us a bad time. We've seen what Sushi is like against him. But this time, we're going for the pow-pow. We could also run, but it's... I just wait for experience. Oh, you're a girl, Snorlax. You would have been so much better to be named Cake. I'm sad now. It's okay. That's so... Well, I mean, it's more than... It has to be like, what, 60 damage? If the V is 40... Yeah, it's gotta be around 60 damage. Yes, I was tempted to catch them because they're a girl and we've got a bunch of dudes just hanging out. I always get annoyed when it's not, like, an even... Not, like, perfectly even, but a more even split of Pokemon. Our HP is 11111. That's too many ones. Anywho. Here they are, my victims. If I do grinding, it's going to be against these guys and the one to the left of them. So it's 5 dudes and 1 chance. And it's the Grimers, and I think 1 or 2 of them have losings. It's a pretty nice place to grind levels. Also, y'all have, like, at least 2 Pokemon, I think? I had a good chunk of Pokemon. Alright, I think I can finish cycling road in this episode. No, I'm laughing at you. Ha ha ha, you're riding a motorcycle on a bicycle trail. How did you even get those in here? I'm assuming the guards just don't do their jobs. I always feel like the cue ball should have a slightly different model. Not for like, oh, okay, I know you're gonna have fighting types or something. Just, I don't know, they stand out enough to me. Like, make them bald. That wouldn't be too hard. Come on, Sue. Get to 40. I know you can do it. Close. Close enough. Oh, it is 6 people. Okay, I was like, I thought I was 6. Alright, so my thought here is it's close enough that I can do some swap outs with roll if it's a, oh, don't do that situation. Get some other people XP. Like I said, I'll grind levels here off screen. Get everybody to 40 at least. I'm gonna need wind to go for a second. themselves out. Mostly so can do that. This also is gonna come out and fight anyways. Just make him bald and the other guys have mohawks, that's all I want. Well, I bumped him, even though I was nowhere near him. Oh no, you made me run into you with my tire. You have bad attacks. Go for him, Sushi. Alright, this plan is Sushi's gonna tank anything that can self-destruct. Because Sushi themselves is a tank and can do pretty good damage with Dragon Rage. I should try Twister. Let's do that next round. Poison and then the round will never happen because we're just here forever. Let's see what Twister's like. So little damage. Is Surf gonna be better? It would have to be, because Surf is one of the strongest water type attacks in the game. It's like that in Hydro Bone. Okay. Oh hey, it's Hideo Kojima. Because his name was... okay. Alright, you're still in good place. Fight me. Ruben. His name always makes me hungry. Do you have self-destruct? We'll swap out after one more hit, but I don't think you got it. I said that and I just kept going. Yeah, I don't think I have self-destruct. Because the other one had haze, didn't it? So I think 39 is when they get self-destruct. The coughing's gonna have it. I will be partially amazed that the coughing doesn't have self-destruct. They got smoke screen. I'm not losing my mind, right? We saw self-destruct over in Silpho at these levels. I keep expecting it, it never happens. Alright, so we're ready for the laser. Let's hit him up with a psychic and call him out. Not like an end of episode, right? Like, I don't know, when does it record? Now I felt awkward because it sounded like I was going to end the episode and I wasn't. Alright, Soup's level 40, we are in a tasty place. Don't make me mad. You look like you're always pretty mad, my dude. Is someone poisoned? No. Alright, my idea was I'm gonna have to swap out, rolls sometimes anyways, especially against guys like this. So I put him up front. We're almost 40. The idea of using a rare candy to get them to 40 passed through my mind just now, but I'd rather save that for later on. Was like, alright, we're training for the Elite Four. That one lesson was killing me because it's this type and blah blah blah. That whole sentence thought series. This doesn't go that way. apparently if I combine roll and salsa, my sentence becomes sushi. Or the name, just... If they fusion, you get a Pokemon I already have, which looks nothing like either of them. Although, salsa and sushi look equally mad. I might throw roll against some wild-type Pokemon. We gotta go catch something anyways. Should be an item south of this, I think. Or maybe we won't catch a Pokemon. This is just the life I live. It's okay, we'll get some XP. You literally rage. No, you're not raging. I'm raging. Put that on a t-shirt for me. There's a person to fight below us. I know there's items on this room. Yeah, that'll be some XP. I feel like something hit me on the arm. I hit a bruise and put my bruise against it. I don't see anything. My arm just hurts. Cool. That seems normal. I didn't do anything to my arm. Alright, I'm just gonna sit here and be like, do I have a bruise that's gonna appear out of nowhere in 2 days? That happens with me a lot. I'd be like, man, I really feel this bruise. I can't see this bruise. And then by the time I see the bruise, it doesn't hurt anymore, but it looks like someone threw me against a wall. If you're wondering, I'm normally the person that throws me against a wall because I have no sense of balance and I just run into things all the time. And now that I'm thinking hard about it, that might be where I caught my arm on, not the door handle, but like what the door hooks into that you put on the door frame. I was really tired at the time, but I caught my arm on it so bad that I kept looking to make sure I wasn't bleeding. That's how bad I like slammed my arm against this thing. And I was like, huh, I didn't know you could do that. I'm gonna go to bed now. Do you have a champ? Alright, the Machamp kinda scares me. I don't know why. Especially concerned. So we're just gonna have Soup handle this. It's only level 29, but you know. Also, now that I'm seeing levels, maybe this is the route that maybe you're supposed to go this way first. Yeah. I think it's 6 1 half dozen the other. I only think that because my dad says that saying all the time, so it's now what I say instead of 50-50. See, he asked if you're heading to Fuchsia, then again, that's the only direction you'd be heading on this road. Aside from like back up to Selena. Alright, Roll is gonna get there someday. Unfortunately, you guys self-destruct, so it's gonna be a long training montage when I do it by myself later. That's why I'm gonna not record it, because nobody wants to watch me just swap Pokemon out for 40 minutes while feeling miserable or tired. And I know I'm gonna feel miserable because I can feel it in my throat. I probably overdid it doing, what was this, 3 episodes in a row? But it was a Sake of Mind thing, and I'll take Sake of Mind over, oh no. It took me 1 more day to feel terrible from being sick. Or 1 less day for me to start feeling. There's... Like, I don't do the math. I just hope somebody else did it. Salsa, maybe? Salsa, you look like you can take many things. Also, they're not self-destructing, and I don't know why. I'm gonna go ahead and have Soup do it. It bums me out that they're all using coughing and wheezing because they can fly, and we could totally have donuts in here just tearing it up. But alas, we cannot. And we can't have donuts just like go at them with a cut or anything like that, because if they do blow up, Donuts is not having a good time. Antidote for Sushi. Sushi, if you're getting closer, the screen won't be able to handle it, my dude. Alright, I fought these guys. Did I fight you? Fight me. Look at rich quick battling kids. Have you considered having a team of Meowth that only use Payday? It might not be the quickest way to get rich, but you don't have to battle kids, so there's that. Part of me wants to think that Roll can take that main king. But the Nuzlocker in me says don't risk it because I like this Pokemon. I've almost got it to 40, I don't want to throw it away on a crit from a fighting type. Trying to remember the name of the game that I was about to ask a question about. RimWorld, that's it. I kept wanting to say Rift and RuneScape. I was like, neither of those are anywhere close to right. Is the RuneScape royalty game like its own side game, or is it an expansion? Because I think it's at the full price of a game, but I can never tell anymore if that means it's a full game or an expansion. I don't like living in the world where that's a problem. Okay, we're just gonna hold B now and then. Oh hey, he's got a Voltorb. Do you have a whole team of electric Pokemon? Because I can totally handle that. Okay, roll before you, and everybody else is gonna just walk through things for the most part. Lettuce will probably get to 40 next. Just because it's the easiest way to do things. Because I don't think I have a place where there's like 2 or 3 fishermen that I can get on screen. I can maybe get 2. They were spaced out pretty well. We could fight Koga, use Surf, and go fight trainers on the water? I think if I'm gonna train off screen though, it's just easier to do swap outs. I have Pokemon that it's safe to swap out to, so yeah, I think that's the way to go about it. Also, I just checked the time. We might not get all these trainers fighted. Yeah, those are the words I wanted. For those of you wondering, fought is the correct word. But who am I to get in between me and using the wrong word constantly? Actually, we might get it done. I'm so sorry if you haven't taken the tricky tea. I have my mic at this weird angle where it's actually next to my glasses, because if I move it down, you can hear me breathing. Through my nose or out of my mouth, either one. It's like it's just in my peripheral, but I think that also makes it easier for, like, say you're taking a drink of something and, like, a little bit of air gets between your mouth and the drink, and then you make that slurping sound. Or just that weird, almost humming sound. Either one of those, I'm convinced that gets picked up on the mic. But nobody came to me for professionalism, so here we are. Fight me. I will be a rebel by rebelling against your rebellion. Do you think Corey's in the house? I bet it is. I think Roll's gonna level up soon. Could you guys imagine if Slash was a TM? That would be the greatest TM. It's not a TM, right? I'm not having a moment. I think like Air Slash or something might be. Not sure if I should send Salsa in. Not sure who else to send in. Sushi seems safe. You got flying as a backup. I know Surf's doing a ton of damage. I'm gonna see how that one attack strength. Alright, so Surf's are good to attack this issue then. Stop seismic tossing. Alright, we might go a smidgen over to get this route done. Probably because I'm being stubborn and keeping Roll up front. You know what? I decided to be less stubborn. Slightly less stubborn. Alright. There's this person there. I don't think anyone's down here. No. Oh, we go so slow up. Is this walking speed? Sir, do you know if this is walking speed? I read bush hat instead of bush, and I was like, what does that mean? Man, your army Coggins is about to have the worst of times. Also, I don't think you have self-destruct, so I'm pretty much free to throw anyone out here. I'm gonna leave it to Salsa. Oh, he's got a wheezing. Nothing for you. It's been 3 episodes. We're gonna go over time. It's fine. We're just gonna fight this guy's 5 things that look very similar. Also, is there an additional skull and crossbone over Coughing's head? Because I know in the original game that was above his head. And I'm wondering if they were like, you know what, aesthetically it looks better this way, which it does. Or if that was an accident, or they put so much time and effort into it, how did they make that accident? I bet they were like, let's do this miter tweak. Maybe I'll look up that one day. I don't know why it took me so long to say it like that. Fight me. Fight me! It handles great. Fight me. I had things to do, like beat up your buddies that are at the top of this row. Routes, not row. Maybe go. Oh, it's so nice to have flamethrower. Look at it. Oh, it's so good. Probably should have said defense against Smog. But I'm trying to get this. Just, I'll take out everybody and then I'll deal with it later. Disable flamethrower. Do you think that's gonna stop the beast known as Salsa? Alright, I'm holding your right so I won't drop down. Great. You go slower. How steep is this hill? There might be an item over there, I can't remember. I think there might be a hidden item over there. That's a lot of signs. I think this is the last person in this room. Jamal, my man. Why you got so many Mankeys? How long does a Mankey evolve? Like 28? I don't know why that sounds right to me. I like how half of this series is just me naming numbers as a guess as to when something happens. Like, I'm gonna name this vague region. That's probably right. I don't think it's 30. It could be, but it's probably not. For some reason, I'm convinced that it's before 30, but it's close to 30. Okay, almost there. By like almost there, I mean almost done with this trainer, and Salsa's almost 40. We've beaten the hour mark by a minute. That's it. I think I've done that before. That or I was like 59 or something like that. Yeah, we fought this guy. We're good. I will see you guys next time. Gonna do some grinding, get everybody to 40. Now I'm self-conscious that that is not the guy. Yeah. I thought he was one of these guys that were higher up. So you almost missed a trainer. I probably would have never come back and fought, to be honest. But you know what? He's going down. Alright, it's been a good episode. If you guys don't hear from me for a few days, it's because I feel absolutely awful. But the leveling grind will get done because I can do that while listening to YouTube. Next time I'll probably go ahead and take down our rival. Just so I can start tossing Lapras at literally everything that seems safe. If I could have got Lapras this episode, I would have included them in the grind, but Lapras is probably going to end up its own grinds. So I might finish off Silphco, take down 2 gems, debate team setup since we can pick up Hitmonlee and all that goodness. Anyways, we got things to do. It's gonna be a lot of stuff getting done in one episode. I know the last 2 or 3 episodes seems like we got Jack all done. Like, we got a lot of leveling done, but nothing like, oh, this big event happened. Anyways, I will see you guys then, and bye!